Palmer, student number 8812292127, and this is my submission for skills part 1 of Unit BSB INS 503. Monitor compliance with copyright and license requirements. Thank you. Okay, hi, Ms. Jackie. Thank you so much for making the time to meet with me today. I know you have a few questions about the new online database and how those licenses work.
Yeah, thank you for meeting with me. I just wanted to get a clearer idea of how it all works so I can tell the students.
Yeah, absolutely. So in simple terms, a license is basically a legal agreement that gives us permission to use content. So when we subscribe to a database, such as EBSCO, we're not actually buying or owning that content. We're paying just for the right to use it in certain ways. So it's kind of like having a streaming service subscription. You can watch or listen to that content, but you don't actually get to own it, and you can't download it and share it freely.
Right, that makes sense. So what kind of things does a license actually cover?
Yeah, good question. The license covers who can use it, such as staff or students. It covers how it can be used, so in a studying or teaching context, and also any restrictions on printing, downloading, and sharing.
Right. So do the students actually understand that?
Honestly, not always. So we do a lot of work explaining it to them. It's really important for them to learn to respect intellectual property. It's important for their future studies and careers.
Right. Yeah, that's true. They probably see it all online and think it's all free game.
Of course, exactly. So having a proper written license is really important because it protects both us and the content owners and the students.
Right.
So it clearly spells out what's allowed and helps avoid misunderstandings or accidental mistakes.
Right. So what might happen if we didn't have a license at all?
Gosh, without it, would really risk using the material illegally.
Oh, no.
So that could mean losing our access and paying fines or even legal action in some cases.
Oh, good. We're better with that.
Yeah, exactly. It can be really serious. So, but beyond avoiding problems, there are some real benefits. A license gives us reliable legal access to high quality, up-to-date resources.
Ooh.
Yeah, that would otherwise be too expensive or hard to get.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's true. It would be crazy to expect us to pay for everything individually.
So with a license, teachers don't have to keep asking for permission for new content or resources. Everything's already covered.
Right.
So it saves everyone a lot of time and stress through the day.
Yeah, I reckon that would make it so much easier for everyone else as well.
Yeah, it definitely does. Another big benefit is that it supports authors and publishers.
Oh, thank God. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really important. Those license fees that we pay, they go back to those creators. So it helps quality content to keep being produced.
Oh, yeah, that's a really good point. I didn't consider that before, and I don't think many other people would.
Yeah, I don't think many people see that side of it. Exactly. So when it gives staff peace of mind, really. That's what it's doing. It's giving staff peace of mind. You don't have to constantly be worrying whether you're breaking copyright laws. You can just focus on teaching.
Yeah, as a teacher, that would take a lot of stress off.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. So in the end, it's about protecting everyone. It's about saving time. It's about supporting ethical use, supporting our students, making sure our students have access to the best resources possible.
They are the priority.
Yeah.
So what would actually happen if we broke the license terms?
Oh, good question. Yeah, if we don't follow the conditions, the database provider can actually cut out access to it or completely suspend us.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so it wouldn't just affect one class. It would affect the entire school community.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a headache just for me. Everyone.
Yeah, which is such a shame. So on top of that, there can also be legal or financial penalties for the school or for the individual teacher. It can harm the school's reputation. It can make it really hard for us to get resources in the future.
Oh, good. We wouldn't want that.
No.
So do you find that teachers or students sometimes forget about these rules?
Oh, all the time.
Yeah,
they do.
thought so.
Which is why we include reminders in staff newsletters. We talk about it during training sessions, and we're always around if anyone wants to check something. We really encourage people to ask questions and never guess about copyright.
Yeah. So what about that DRM you mentioned in your email? What's that?
Oh, DRM. Okay, so DRM is digital rights management. It's the tech that controls what you can and can't do with digital content. For example, like DRM might stop you from saving a file permanently. It may limit how many pages you can print, or it can block you from sharing files with other people.
Right, yeah, I've definitely come across that while trying to print some journal articles, and it just stops halfway.
Oh, yeah, it's very frustrating sometimes. That's DRM at work.
Yeah.
It's a bit restrictive, but it's there to help enforce the license terms and protects the rights of the content creators.
Yeah, they're like the digital police. So, yeah, fair enough, though. I understand. I bet students will get annoyed about that, though.
Sometimes they do,
Yeah.
Especially when they can't download as much as they'd like.
Yeah.
We try best to help them understand, which can help their frustration. And we show them why those limits exist and show them other ways to get what they need, like using online reading lists or bookmarking pages or requesting specific sections through document delivery.
Yeah, that's good. I guess most of them don't even know what a DRM is, and they're just so confused as to why it just stops. But how do we make sure that everyone knows all of these rules?
Yeah, great question. We run workshops for both staff and students on how to use databases correctly and understanding copyright. It's a really good chance to answer questions and clear things up before there's a problem.
Right, that actually sounds really useful. Is there any way that I can share this info with my team at all?
Absolutely. I can send you info packs, and if you'd like, we can run a short session just for your department. We can try to make it practical and easy as possible.
Nice. Yeah, that sounds really great. I think that everyone would actually really appreciate that.
Good. Yeah, that's perfect. I'll get that organized for you as soon as possible. Maybe sometime next week. We also remind students that just because something is online doesn't mean they can copy and share it however they want. For example, they might think it's okay to upload full journal articles to social media or email it to their friends, but it's actually breaching the license.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet they just don't even think twice about that and they just send it off straight away.
Oh, I wouldn't have as a student if I hadn't been told.
Yeah.
So exactly. Like, that's why we're teaching them proper sharing for links through the library system instead.
Yeah, that makes so much sense.
It keeps everything legal. It helps build good habits for the future.
Yeah, I guess they're just not aware of the rules and they just need more guidance.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to ask about or go over again?
I think that we've covered everything, to be honest.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Thank you for breaking it down so clearly. I feel like I learned so much today.
Yes, I'm so glad. I'm really glad it was helpful. If anything else comes up later, just let me know. We're always happy to help.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate
Bye,
it.
Miss Jackie.
Bye,
Have
girl.
a lovely day.
Bye.